Inside Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Powers through it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 89 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him. Right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Whoa. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They'll run on 1st down. Herbert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Defense. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you get called every time.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Dorsett making the catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, Herbert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking to... Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left.
Come on, dude. How you overdo the man like that, man?
Kelvin Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Here's Cohen now to return. Solid return, pretty good. They'll start at the 32. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time was a pretty good interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Man, threw a bitch-ass interception, man.
Play action.
Goddamn ball way downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Yeah, my man wide open. He threw the ball way in the front of the dude. Threw it right to the defender.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Yeah.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one.
God damn, man. Y'all can't block.
Quickly in the backfield. Down folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
This man.
Now
Yeah.
the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Yeah.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. A beautiful fake.
Oh, man, this man rolled off of 2 people.
Inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's into the hands of Gallup.
Oh, man, that man was past the fucking line,
Are
man.
going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott now. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. final shot before the break. Fields. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter?
Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, man.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Come on, dude, get your big ass out of my way.
Gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On play action, Fields.
God damn, what you how you throwing it? I didn't even push triangle, I pushed R1.
Coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. the Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got room. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there out of the running game.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And quickly they get to the line. On second down now, Herbert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the
35-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on second and 10, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Fields now to throw. Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Here's Cohen now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop it down at about the 3-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's Cohen now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On play action, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
About themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an